Hey guys, it's John. I'm sitting here on the back deck this evening. It's I guess it's around 7 o'clock or so, and I just wanted to jump on and share something. As I've often said, when I had my first regression, I was one of those ones that it kind of opened the door, and I started having spontaneous moments of those memories that have been happening since that first regression. Every so often I'll just have a full waking memory of that life. And this afternoon I was waiting to do an interview that's going out tomorrow morning. And I was sitting there and I had some time. So I just closed my eyes and I rested my head. As I rested my head, I had a full-blown memory, very brief, very full-blown memory of resting my head on Jeshua's chest and him putting his hand on the back of my head and kind of embracing me. And it brought me to tears. The feeling of that emotional state of being there with him brought me to tears. And it's interesting. I think in the United States we've lost a lot of culture, a lot of connection. In the year 2000, I traveled all over Egypt, and one of the things that was very obvious as you travel through Egypt is that male friends walk arm in arm. They have their arms around each other. They're constantly touching, and it's very casual in how close they are. They show their affection for each other easily. It's not a sexual thing. It's just they just show affection for their friend. For me, this moment with Jeshua was exactly that. It was me resting my head on his chest and him showing me affection in return, and it was just an affectionate moment. And I think that we've kind of lost a lot of that in this very material world, especially here in the United States. I remember traveling in Egypt in a car from Mount Sinai back to Sharm el-Sheikh and talking to two Egyptian men. And they asked me a simple question. They said, why does America support Israel? And I stopped and I took a breath and I thought, I said, you have to realize that very few people know why we support Israel in the United States. Because in the United States, we're too busy worried about what's the next thing we're going to buy, how are we going to get the bigger house, how are we going to get ahead in business, how are we going to do all these things. The majority of the people in the United States are too distracted by personal gain and material possessions that they've forgotten to just touch each other and connect with each other. And it's the same thing with world events. The people in America don't know about, majority of the people don't know why we support Israel, because of the fact that they've never had to think about it. They've always thought about something else. And I think we've lost something. I think we've lost connection with the world. I think we've lost connection with each other in many regards. We don't look at the compassion. I know when I walk into the grocery store and I'm feeling that positive state, people do a double take before they smile because they're not used to seeing that affection or that joy or that love. And that moment of just resting my head on his chest was so free. It was so easy. It was so loving. And I think the way we get back to a loving world is for us to take the first step, to walk into the grocery store with a smile, to choose to feel good as we walk through life, choose to respect and love the people around us. And I think the more of us that can do that, the more we can change the world. I just wanted to jump on and tell you this story because that small gesture of him, me resting my head and him hugging my head, basically, was beautiful. And I want the world to be beautiful. And I think we can do it. I have complete faith that we can do it. I'm not in any way, shape, or form afraid that we won't. I have complete faith that we can do it. I just think it's a matter of some of us starting. And when I go to the grocery store, I smile. When you go to the grocery store, let down your junk for a while and go smile. Walk in there with a grin on your face. Look at people with compassion. Smile and make them laugh. I constantly make jokes. I'm constantly making people laugh at weird moments. I remember the first time I went to Niagara Falls. We were on the American side, and when you walk to the American Falls, you walk down along the river, and there's this one little 3-foot drop-off, a little tiny miniature waterfall before you get to the big falls. And as I walked by, there are two people standing there looking at this tiny little falls. And I slowly walked up, and walked up beside them about 3 or 4 feet away, and I sat there and I looked, and I waited for a minute of silence, and I said, "Gosh, I thought they would have been bigger." And people started laughing. Why did they start to laugh? Because somebody was there joking with them, giving them something to smile or laugh about. And walk through the world giving smiles. Walk through the world giving love. And when someone you're close to or someone pull them close into a hug. Let them feel the freedom of being loved so that they will go out and love another. That's my thought on this tonight. You guys have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm sure I'll probably end up doing a coffee talk tomorrow, so I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye. Thank you, my friends, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure that you've subscribed and you like it, you share it, but also comment below it. Let's get this community talking about these topics and spreading this information out far and wide so we can change the world for the better. Thank you.